Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. And for those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. As I say every day, please check out the drop-down menu on the video on YouTube. In there is things I want you to think about as you're utilizing any of my readings. Also, how to support the channel, contacts to my social media, my Facebook business page, my PayPal link for booking a private reading. If you have any questions, please refer them to the Facebook business page. You can message me directly there. And this is the daily forecast for all signs. It is a broad spectrum reading, so it's intended to reach a lot of people. It is originally created for Friday, the 18th of June. June is just flying by, but it's not solely set for that date. It's more of a matter of when you're seeing it is when you're supposed to see it. You need to trust that. If the message is reaching you on a date that's different than the 18th, that's fine. Don't get caught up in the date. All right, so let's get into this reading and see what the cards want us to know. I'll have to say this is the first day that the cards have felt a little bit stuck or clunky. Okay, so we have that Seven of Gabriel back again. This is the same as yesterday. It says, stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, claim your personal power. The cards felt sort of stiff to me this morning. I'm not exactly sure why, guys. They felt heavy, like they were hard to push together. There could be some reluctance or some sort of challenge that we're facing. I talked about this in yesterday's reading. There's this storm that this woman is trying to sort of escape or get out from under. As we look in the sky behind her on this Pegasus. Now, with this being an angel deck, I said this again yesterday too, so there might be a little bit of repeat of yesterday's message, but you know, the Seven of Swords, which is what this is considered in the normal tarot, is considered the liar, cheater, stealer card. It's a betrayal of some sort. There's a truth not being told, something in the background. I mean, maybe not even so much in the background. It could be even a little bit right in front of us, right? Is not necessarily being upfront, honest, fair, all of that sort of energy. So this to me speaks to like this idea of, it says here, stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, claim your personal power. Those things are very positive messages. That's not necessarily to me what the Seven of Swords is about. The Seven of Swords is like, oh shit, something's afoot, is kind of how I see it. So I'm going to say this. Why is the screen pulsing? That's weird. Keep your eyes peeled, I would say, only because we're seeing this card twice. And so that makes me a little bit concerned in the sense that are we getting stuck in some sort of mental thought process around either previous betrayals or situations? Are we getting fixated on a situation that might be causing us a little bit of distress or upset? Again, sevens to me are not like earth-shattering cards. They are transitory, similar to the fives. They take place and then we move through them and we move beyond them to the balance of that we feel in an eight, right? In a card that represents with the number 8. But seeing this 2 days in a row, it feels a little stuck, and the energy when I was shuffling the cards felt a little bit heavy. This might only be for one of you, I don't know, or it could be for a multitude of you. You guys are going to have to let me know in the comments if you guys are feeling this energy, because it feels like the first half of June was extremely positive, and now, then not that this is so negative, it just sort of feels like we're going a bit maybe off course a little bit. Remember, we have that Two of Wands underneath this, so we need to be looking at what we desire, remembering sort of who we are, what we want, what we deserve, and really truly believing that. If we're being told by someone else or a situation is, you know, dictating to us in some way that we're not worthy or that we don't deserve better, then we might be getting caught up in the situation and what it's telling us, how we're being treated by others. All of that sort of stuff could be affecting this and bringing about this Seven of Gabriel, this Seven of Swords moment where essentially we're being lied to because we're believing somebody else's information over our own, right? Or we can't see clearly our own truth through whatever it is we may be dealing with, right? And that's sort of maybe what they're saying here about having the confidence to stand up for what you believe in is like, okay, we need to get to that place again. We need to channel that Two of Wands that's underneath this and allow for that to be our guide. Let hope reign supreme, all of that, versus the, the limitations or lack that may be placed upon us in our day-to-day life for whatever the reasons may be, whether it's from outside sources or from within our own mind. We're battling against it, it feels like, or certainly challenged by it at this time. We are going to end out, if we haven't changed course completely, we should end out on that Three of Pentacles, which is a very positive card. It is about collaboration and success. So ideally we want to see that by the end of the week. Hopefully we will. Maybe this is just something we need to address or deal with, face, and take on. So what the hell? It's the exact same reading as yesterday. All right, I am going to say this, guys. Whatever I said in yesterday's reading might be more poignant than I understand, or might be needed to be reheard again. Again, we have the fifth chakra, which is about communicating what we know to be our truth versus whatever truth we might be facing or dealing with in reality or the situation around us. If we're not speaking our truth, if we're not speaking up for ourselves, we need to really consider doing so, even if that truth is only to ourselves. I'm kind of flabbergasted that both cards are exactly the same. I don't think that in the hundreds of readings that I've done over the last few years, I've never had this happen. So, I mean, I've certainly seen cards double back, but not both cards from two separate decks. I would suggest this. If you haven't watched yesterday's video, please go and do so. There's a message in there that I feel like these cards are trying to get back across to maybe some specific viewer. There's a chance here to be honest with oneself and with those around them that we need to take, that we need to go after. I almost want to say we may risk too much if we deny it or try and sweep it under the rug. We don't want to do that today. There is a definite opportunity. Let's go to the grounding stone. Now, I know the grounding stone will not be the same, because no two grounding stones in the bag are the same, but let's see what the message is. So this is wisdom. And I feel like using our own wisdom or grounding in our own wisdom, our own truth, that's this fifth chakra, the guidance and the sort of the music or the song of Archangel Gabriel guides us through whatever this situation may be. If we're caught up in it, if we're caught up in our head, if we're caught up in the betrayal, if we can't let go of the sort of the sadness, the wrongdoing, wherever we've been wronged, it's time to like be free of that. That holds us back. And we need to like use our wisdom. The wisdom also, to me, this grounding stone brings me back to the grounding stone of earlier this week, which is that idea of remember, where I feel like we need to remember who we are, what we deserve. We also need to provide that for ourselves, right? We need to be willing to sort of step forward and give ourselves these opportunities, gifts, validation, whatever it is that we're seeking, versus expecting it from someone else, right? The someone else or some other situation outside of ourselves, if we're waiting for that to come around and validate us and make everything okay, that may never come to pass, you know? And I think this is us like sort of stepping to the forefront and communicating to ourselves and maybe then out into the world exactly what it is we need. The intelligence that comes with that, the awareness, the evolution. I hope that makes sense, you guys. This is so strange. I would suggest go back and rewatch yesterday's video, just to re-listen to what was said there too, because I think all of that still continues to apply. And we will see where this goes, guys. Have a great day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care, and thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new to me. All right, take care. Bye-bye.